请收看《唯心世界义工利人天》。
慈航为太平，万千万神来朝礼，共传世界永和平。三六天罡南天来，七二天是天心爱。五百尊者土足礼，五三如来生门开。
Then let's talk about the characteristics of a feng shui treasure land. It's an ideal living environment for people reflecting their cultural and philosophical beliefs. It's capable of blessing the prosperity of the clan and ensuring a peaceful and successful life for future generations and descendants. It's an ideal feng shui. An ideal feng shui can assist in the prosperous development of a country, ensuring the sovereignty of the country. A sacred place suitable for spiritual practice, as it is also where the immortals gather. That is what we call the 洞天福地. This, you can see the verse on Friday when we visit the headquarters. This verse is an ideal model of feng shui. And this verse integrates the ideas we just mentioned. Yes, this is the headquarters. This headquarters is located in the central Taiwan, Nantou City. The area can be seen as the heart of Taiwan, so this can explain why CHANG Hsin-Fang the headquarters is so important. Then you can see the 99 peaks. It's just in front of Hsin-Fang Temple. If you fly high and look outward, you can see the mountains. There are 99 peaks. This is the general view of 99 Peaks Mountain. The 99 Peaks is a nature reserve located at the border of Taichung City and Nantou County, spanning the cities of Chaotun, Guoxin, Wufeng, and Taiping. The protected area contains many small jagged peaks, hence the name. Let's go to see the very important verse. Let me read it for you. I raise my head to gaze upon the noble dignity of Mountain Hua. How does it extend beyond the abyss? It is like a storehouse on both sides with a screen over tops. To the south a stream, and to the north another stream as it meets the shore in the front. The stars and heavenly bodies shine of lakes and sea to cast light upon it. 805 words from columns form columns on both its sides. This is land for princes, nobles, generals, and ministers. Looking down from on high, its range appears vast and boundaryless. Tortoise and snails protectively shells its gaze tightly. Mysterious waters pass by from the nine-band stream of the north. It is a pity that it is dominated by cannibals. The land is abandoned and waits for the virtuous. Actually, the verse I just mentioned, it has a prototype. It comes from the Liu Guoxuan style. It was recorded in this book, 雅堂文集. Originally, this verse has a widely circulated feng shui. It's a widely circulated feng shui point, but it has different versions in different places. I think many of you know Zheng Chenggong. He is very important to Taiwan. Zheng Chenggong was recognized as a representative force in anti-Qin dynasty and restoration of Ming dynasty activities. Then he established the Zheng Shi Wangchao, Zheng Kingdom in Taiwan. Taiwanese people honor Zheng Chenggong for expelling the Dutch, establishing Han Chinese political authority, cultivating Taiwan, and etc. Hence, he was deified as an ethnic hero. And Liu Guoxuan was Zheng Chenggong's military officer. He led troops to suppress the indigenous people of the Midak tribe, Dadu Wangguo. The tribe then fled to the vicinity of present-day Puli. At the banks of the Beigang River, he found the sacred feng shui place. It is said that Liu Guoxuan left a verse on the stele to describe the feng shui layout of this area. Actually, this is not a stele because the stele cannot be found now. Then let's take a quick look at the original verse. Most of the contents are the same with the CHANG Hsin-Fang verse. I don't talk about the differences here. I just show you quickly. According to the verse of Liu Guoxuan, the place of great feng shui is situated at Guoxin Xiang, Guoxin Township, Nantou County. However, he didn't mention the real location clearly at the time. In 1981, Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi inspected the terrain and realized that the authentic feng shui is situated at the current location of Chanji Shan-Xian-Fo-Si Temple. Now, the verse has been revised to describe the grandeur and greatness of the Chanji Shan-Xian-Fo-Si Temple. The verse also symbolizes the greatest ideal feng shui in the world. It can also be used to refer to any ideal geographical situation on Earth. Yes? Let's take a look at the map. Google Map is so useful. I appreciate it very much. You can see here is the Chanji Shan-Xian-Fo-Si. It's facing northwest, and in front of it is the Wuxi Dark Creek. And here is the location of 99 Peak. Because the mountain where Chanji Shan located just like a turtle. So the valley is called Fugui Cun, Fugui Valley. In front, this is the Chanji Shan-Xian-Fo-Si Temple. In front of the temple is the 99 Peak. We can see the valleys and gullies are very deep and very sharp. So let's move on to what Grandmaster says. What Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi, he elucidates the feng shui. I will explain sentence by sentence. The first sentence, I raise my head to gaze upon the noble dignity of Mountain Hua. How does it stand beyond the abyss? It means that the valleys and gullies of the mountains are very deep. And just like, sorry, previous one. So the gullies just symbolizes the difficulties of life. So the poet Liu Guoxuan signed and say, how can we overcome the life obstacles? Then the next sentence is, looking up at Huashan, it is noble and dignified. It means Huashan is another name of the 99 Peak, aka Huashan. Huashan is another, and it represents people's self-nature. How does it stand beyond the abyss? Grandmaster mentioned the Feng Shui Huan, the trigram, Feng Shui Huan. It means Li She Da Chuan, benefit of crossing the great river. And it points out, which points out that this abyss in the great river of life and death also can be seen as the thoughts of life and death. That is, the other shore and this shore, 此岸和彼岸. In front of Hsin-Fang's temple, there is the dark creek. The water is dark, indicating ignorance. If we want to cross the realm of ignorance, we need to learn the wondrous Dharma, 易经风水, and cultivate with great wisdom, which is religion. How does it extend beyond the abyss? Grandmaster mentioned the 风水幻, the trigram, 风水幻. It means 立涉大川, benefit of crossing the great river. And it points out, which points out that this abyss in the great river of life and death also can be seen as the thoughts of life and death. That is, the other shore and this shore, 此岸和彼岸. In front of Hsin-Fang's temple, there is the dark creek. The water is dark, indicating ignorance. If we want to cross the realm of ignorance, we need to learn the wondrous Dharma, 易经风水, and cultivate with great wisdom, which is religion. So take a look at the picture. It is like a storehouse on both sides with a screen over tops. You can see on the hill of the mountain, there is a Mandragon Ridge or Mandragon Van, 龙脉, extend to Hsin-Fang's temple. On Hsin-Fang's temple's left is left van, 左仓, and right cabin, 右库, and all they compose a screen, 帐屏上. And in front of it is the direction of vermilion bird. If you want to seek for good feng shui, firstly, you have to find the left shoulder and right shoulder and the front. Then you can find the good feng shui. Okay, let's see next one. Yeah, this is the picture. On Friday, please take a look carefully when on the highway. Okay, the red circle is where Hsin-Fang is located. And this is the left barn and right cabin. And the 龙脉 terrain extends from here to here. The next sentence is, the stars and heavenly bodies shine off lakes and sea to cast light upon it. 805 words form columns on both its sides. Actually, the 800 doesn't mean 800. It's Chinese word. Its character looks like 800. It's 800辅星, which is an auxiliary hill to the Mandragon Van. And 5 words means 避星, means assistant or secondary hill that protect the Mandragon Van. So, Grandmaster say, this is the land of powerful and noble people, because it symbolizes this a great place. Only those who, with power and authority like kings, ministers, generals, and prime ministers can live here. Then, the next sentence is, looking down from high, its range appears vast and boundaryless. The range means 龙脉. 龙脉 means the scope of the ridge or the scope of the realm. So the van means our life, or also can be seen as the nature of the dragon. It's mysterious, it's impossible to see through at a glance. Its characteristics include the boundless and limitless life of the past, present, and future. So let's take a look at again. You can see. Here is a swan eel pond, symbolizes snake. This is a turtle shell mountain. And there is the north stream and south stream, they get together here. And mysterious waters pass by from the 9-band stream of the north. The 9-bands ring, very important, 九曲水, it symbolizes the life is originally full of twists and turns, just like our intestines are winding. The last verse, the last sentence, it is a pity it is dominated by cannibals. The so-called barbarians represent ignorance, but not the real barbarians. Our greed, anger, and ignorance will cover people's wisdom and nature, and negative thoughts occupy the mind. The land is abandoned and awaits the virtuous. Who is the virtuous? 鬼谷子 and everybody. If we cultivate ourselves, we are the virtuous. Our original heart and nature are just like a wasteland, unable to function. Therefore, we have to wait for the appearance of 鬼谷子 and wait for him to teach us the wonderful Dharma to be saved. The so-called sage is truth, wonderful Dharma or Tao. And Grandmaster mentioned that the hexagram 艮卦, 艮为山, 艮 is mountain, represents the self-nature of each of us. So, to conclude, to describe good geomancy in the role of a royal courtier as follows: a place that is profound and not easily accessible to ordinary people, situated in a location with excellent geographical features, guarded by many attendants, possessing abundant material conditions, and a broad perspective. While royal courtier is a bureaucratic term, genial natural geography serves not only imperial powers, but points to a larger pattern of life from the perspective of life cultivation. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi reinterprets it, expressing that individuals should, through cultivation, elevate themselves to become king of the mind, 兴王, echoing the Confucianism idea of inner sagelyhood and outer kingdomness, 内圣外王. This geographical verse demonstrates the deeply worldly nature of the idealism in 唯心圣教, also aligned with the practical character of feng shui. In this vast and inclusive geographical situation, there awaits the arrival of 鬼谷子 to redeem sentient beings, metaphorically illustrating how 唯心圣教 can bring about new redemption for the contemporary world. Thank you.
Yeah, I have a comment for Gordon and a question for our Mr. Todor. Gordon, I don't know if you remember, we sent to you pictures for Winnemucca, Nevada. And that's an area which is now very famous as the brothel capital of United States. But it has Winnemucca, which is near Elko, as a local museum, and they claim they have very old remnants of the Joss house built in 1902. That's not the important part. The important part is that I found, and some are exhibited there, that in the 1950s there was a huge discussion in the United States whether the Joss houses should be destroyed or should be kept, since there were almost no Chinese left worshiping there. And already in the 1950s there were some voices that they should not be destroyed because they had historical importance. But most unfortunately, since both in California and Nevada they were on prime real estate, they were destroyed. At least the one in Winnemucca, some parts were moved to the local museum. So that was just a contribution, but it's part of the problem, and I believe you showed it. But these things back in the 1950s, perhaps even later, were regarded as no importance in the United States. So they were easily destroyed to make room for supermarket or parkings, because nobody believed the Chinese folk religion remnants should be preserved, which I find very sad. And then I have a quick question for you. Great Maitreya Dao is very famous throughout the world for their artistic endeavor. You like or not like, it's another matter, because they built huge statues like the one in Taiwan, but they also encourage their people to paint. So the question is whether in Romania, in the Romanian community, you notice these artistic developments too among those who attend the great Maitreya Dao branch there. Paintings.
You need a mic, yeah.
Because they normally encourage their people to paint, and you may see in other places throughout the world they exhibit paintings made by their people.
Can you give an example, like places like where?
I mean, they encourage your, and it's not historical paintings. They are paintings done right now by their people. So it's a way, I believe, of expressing their spirituality, and that connects with something we heard from our Lithuanian friend in the other session of this. Well, of course, they come from Dao. They are not purely Taoist, but this idea of expressing in, they do paint landscapes.
You've been to MA in Taiwan?
No, I have only seen pictures. I plan to visit there.
They may not be from Maitreya Great Tao.
I believe they are, but I will...
I've never seen this in Bucharest. Paintings. And you can see temples in Paris and Barcelona, Vienna and Budapest. And
but I believe they do exhibit. I plan to go in the next few days, so I'll let you know.
Where exactly?
In Taiwan.
In Taiwan.
In their headquarters. I believe they do exhibit the paintings of their members.
I didn't see. I've never seen paintings.
You have visited in Taiwan?
Yes, in Sanzhi.
In Hsinchu, yeah.
No, in Sanzhi, in Taipei.
Ah.
Yes, and in Chukwang, in Wanhua also, a small temple. But not paintings, never seen paintings.
Okay, I'll let you know, because what I saw from pictures is they do, and I'm normally interested in how new religious movements encourage. Actually, I'm the editor on World Religious and Spirituality Project. That's a large encyclopedia of the part on new religious movement and the visual arts. So I always look how they encourage the visual. Well, we should keep in touch. As I say, I plan to visit, and I'm particularly interested in this exhibition of paintings.
I should have chosen pictures, more pictures, and
if it's still there.
Less talking. Yeah, that was too much and not so attractive, maybe.
Winnemucca is but one of the temples that have gone down in recent years. There was one in Utah that was just destroyed a couple, 3 years ago. The old joss houses, the ones that survive are almost all museums now. And the remnants of the ones that survive, the remnants are in museums, and they're all local institutions. California is very nice because they have protection laws that go with certain designations, and they can survive. But everywhere that there are remnants, they are threatened and are still under threat. And everywhere trying to recover what's left of the records. The records that we have of the joss houses are newspaper articles, usually about something else. You'll also get newspaper articles. Most of the temples celebrate Chinese New Year's. So we know that temple existed because there's a newspaper article covering the celebration of Chinese New Year's. And we know that there was a temple there because in an article about a police raid, it occurred next door to a Joss house, or some off-the-cuff remark like that. And so gathering those records and preserving what's left has become very, very important. And the buildings were wood. All the money was spent on the altars and the deity statues, and oftentimes the buildings were rather flimsy. And that's another reason for the loss. It's all part of a recovery process as U.S. deals with its rather bad history of Chinese relations and treatment of Chinese residents over particularly the 19th and early 20th century.